Dean Asaba, faculty, staff, and alumni of the WBS Sep Business School, good afternoon. Parents and friends, good afternoon. And to the legendary batch of September 2019 WBS Sep Business School, good afternoon to all of you crazy people, including myself, of course, for leading comfortable lives back home, for getting unemployed, for spending lifetime of savings to be in a business degree in one of the most expensive cities in the world with zero Japanese language skill. Yes, we were very crazy, but it's also in the same breath, which reminds me of the wise words that ships are safe anchored by the shore, but that's not what ships are built for. And just like ships, we knew we were built to weather the storms. We knew that we were built to explore open seas. Slowly, boldly, and courageously, we knew we just had to enter the WBS Sep Business School. And just like the very first day of our class, just like the design thinking class of Otaki Sensei, we knew nothing then. Slowly, we learned about finance, valuations, and organizations, and then we discovered the blue ocean strategy. But all we were back then were fishes swimming in a red ocean of bloody assignments and presentations. Then we had business cases, plenty of them. Some were easy, but some felt like treasure hunt, looking for Aiba Sensei's mysterious keywords. And who could forget Moneyball? How many times did we have to watch that film? And of course, who could forget our Zennies? It's when we met a lot of CEOs, a lot of company visits, learned from our senseis, and met a lot of classmates, great classmates, of course, with loads of alcohol involved. We learned a lot, and that's an understatement. So, with our deepest and heartfelt thank you, let's give a round of applause to the people who deserve the credit for tirelessly inspiring all of us, our dearest senseis. Thank you so much. But we also had fun. We went on exchange programs, we traveled around Japan, reached the apex of Mount Fuji, ski trips, surf trips, Disney trips, boat cruises, house parties, and numerous nomikai, only to catch the first train of the next day because, you know, poor students prioritize alcohol over expensive taxi fares. Some of us have remained single. Some have cut troubled relationships, while others have found love in a hopeless place. I mean, in an awesome place. And while many of us were busy making business proposals, some were busy making babies. You know, I'm not going to tell you to dream big, because after this graduation, I'm also going to be a salaryman. So who am I to give you that advice? But, you know, growing up in the Philippines, working in Singapore, and living in Tokyo, there are three things that I always keep with me as takeaways, and I wish to share them all with you. First is that the only way to find genuine happiness in life is really to make other people happy. Put your partners first before your work. Make frequent calls to your parents, and don't miss out on your kids' graduation. Be nice and inspiring to your subordinates, because you know why? People see more of your success in the smiles and in the faces of the people around you and your loved ones. It's the same smiles that we see now in the faces of the families who are with us today, and surely of those who are not with us, but are thinking about us. They too put a lot of efforts and a lot of sacrifices only for us to be here. And so, join me in celebrating their love and efforts with a round of applause. Thank you, dear parents and families. Number 2, work hard for worthy causes. Our task as future global leaders has never been more important and relevant than now. In causes such as diversity and inclusion, of equality of women and LGBT in workplace and in social settings, in alleviating worldwide poverty, fighting corruption, fighting corporate greed. Remember that we have the power of speech and the power of knowledge to turn around this really nasty world. It may not be radical changes, but if we start planting the seeds of transformation now, our efforts for these social causes will surely come a very long way. And last, when at your lowest point, simply think of everything that you are grateful for. You know, when a promotion don't come through, or when your startup fails, or when a contract deal collapses, it's easy to wallow in depression and in self-pity. But if we remind ourselves of how rich and how #blessed we are, by the mere presence of our loved ones, by being physically and mentally healthy, being alive in Tokyo with roofs above our heads and meals in front of us, the discontents and disappointments will slowly melt away and we can rest peacefully in gratitude. You know, we are so lucky that we are spared from the stress that is a daily reality for much of the world. So what is there really to be sad and to be complaining about? And so it is also in the same spirit of gratitude that I wish to end my speech. I am thankful for Waseda, for Japan, for being our second home, for teaching me, us, the values of humility, of persevering without complaining, and of putting other people first. Because truly, this world needs more of these values. I'm also thankful not only of the privilege of delivering this speech, but more so because of the time that I spent thinking about every single one of you while I was writing this speech. Last, I am thankful for this very final day of our MBA spent with all of you. Because finally, after all the successes and the failures, we are now ready to move forward for a future brighter ahead. I know that this sweetest moment, this very moment, a once-in-a-lifetime journey, will never ever happen again. It's sad, but I'm thankful. So see you all at the top, you crazy people. どうもありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。